Trump has said many times that the American involvement in the Middle East in the 21st century has been basically a bust. That we would be much better off if if Bush and Obama had gone to the beach. So we wouldn't have toppled Saddam, so Saddam would be there, or some equivalent. We wouldn't have toppled Gaddafi, so Gaddafi would be there, or some equivalent. We wouldn't have messed with Assad, maybe Assad would be ruling Syria. Probably there would have been an evolution in Egypt, but in any case, the evolution to Sisi is just Mubarak strong. So basically, one would have some nice dictatorial thugs running the various countries, as they have done for a long time, and you wouldn't have ISIS, and maybe you wouldn't have Al-Qaeda operating there. So half of the time, I think, it's not crazy. What about that?
Well, there are elements to that that certainly are not misplaced logic. But to be perfectly candid, that's, I'm all about taking the rearview mirrors off the bus and trying to figure out what we do now.
Yeah, but still it's worth to know whether we would like to do it again if we could do Gaddafi.
We can't.
Because not Gaddafi,
you can argue forever.
But we'll have some new opportunities.
Well, and look, first of all, the Arab Spring was not of our doing.
Right.
And so, that ticks off Tunisia, Egypt. You can say that we threw Mubarak under the bus too quickly in Egypt. He was going under the bus.
He was a dead man. Yeah.
You can say that we didn't initiate the problems in Syria. I do think there were actions we should have taken at various points along the way. So again, this is not a question of, is everything here a result of elective surgery, if you will, done by the U.S.? So I don't buy that wholly, certainly. Certainly there are actions that we have taken that one might look back at and ask, again, should we or should we not have done that? I'll never comment on the Iraq one. I refuse to do that as the commander who wrote more letters of condolence to America's mothers and fathers than anybody else. But again, I truly have tried to focus on, we are where we are, and that brings us to, how do I think what more should we be doing now? And I think you have to actually be fair to the current administration that where we are now, actually, is a reasonable approach for Iraq, for Afghanistan to a degree, maybe North Africa, Somalia is a small subset. But the problem is that it took us much too long to get there.